Yeah, we might not have a bylaw, Dick, but we do have people that will come and enforce your clean yard policy. Yeah, so before this gets on their radar, I better process it and get anything worth having out. Oh, look at the motors. Look at the cord. And the motors. And the cord. It's all at the cord. And besides, I was at our local farmers market come car boot sale. I got these. Fit together quite nice. Let's give them a test out. Big grimy toaster. Just realised there's another one of these inside. We want in that. Now, there is a video of me processing these. This is steel. And frankly, the outside is steel as well. And to be honest with you, all you really want is that cable. But I'll undo this anyway. I'll have a quick look, see if there's anything worth keeping. That big one there gets all the crummies out. You don't want to bother with that. Well, who would have thought it? Steel wires. What a letdown. So to me, this entire thing, I'll put it in a steel pile. I'll put it in the steel bin over here, but a bit pointless really. I'll have the plug. I'm a bit annoyed with that. Next is my biggest fan. Yeah, so obviously the motor you want in there. As you can see, the wire goes in, but it does pretty much just run up the entire length of this body after the switch. So what I intend to do is break the plastic off it, throw away the blades. I'm going to keep this because it'll go on top of that fire pit, so that'll be nice. But yeah, screwdriver, and we'll pull this thing apart. I only touched it. Oops. Anyway, so the switch, this length is in here, so I'm going to smash this open with a hammer. Yeah, well, why not just use the hammer instead of using the screwdriver. There you go, that's there. That'll go to the motor, so we'll pull that out as well. As I say, I'm going to keep one of the shrouds, but the rest can pretty much go away. Fine piece of copper, well, I think it's brass actually. Well, that's inside the switch. Oh no! No, you dropped it. So, yeah, I couldn't even bother getting the hammer, I just stood on it. Remember the contacts, they get to come too, don't leave them out. African Queen, eat your heart out. Yeah, so anyway, that's through the middle. See the cut out notch? Hold the fan bit, give that a bash with the hammer, it'll all fall backwards. You're laughing. I always keep the screws. You may as well. Might come in handy for something. Anyway, just peek through there, you can see the copper gold. Now on the back of the fan, on the back of the engine housing as it were, there's a little dot there that restrains the motor. Now you can try and wheel it out, and of course the turn spike, just pull that out. If you squeeze the sides, you can pull the shroud back. But if this retention thing is stuck on, just use the entire thing like a hammer against the floor. It works wonders. Sprays that little bit of plastic there. Anyway, as you can see, it's nice, plaited. That's going to be lovely to take out. And most of this will be cast aluminium as well, most of this stuff. So let's get it done from here. Remember we saved all this wire. Just get rid of the plastic. Lovely. This wing came off easy enough. Just undo the bolt there. Well, you notice the neck's still in. I thought I could pull it out, but there's a little thing here, little stopper. Now just, you know, use the end of the screwdriver, dig it out, watch your hands, watch your fingers. There you go, undo that and it should slide out, leaving you with all the nice metal. Again, hitting the camera with the end of that. Mrs. Pirate's going to kill me. I'm going to leave the 80s Skype thing. This needs a bit clearing up, but yeah, onwards and upwards. Right, I'm going to remove this, because obviously lots of copper. I'm going to remove this, because this is like the little, you know, when your pennies get dropped in. So they come out. It's like the waste disposal for it. So that's the drum in there. See the heat element. If you can just see in there, plenty lovely copper. Obviously you want to remove all these wires and the cable off the back as well. Alright. Anyhow. Okay, well, let's get on with that. First of all, lay it on its front and take the back off. Hey, and we might even have the right star fitting for this aluminium wheel. Turn the drive belt off, they always come in handy. Time to unbolt this. Woohoo! Right, so you pull those two bolts off. If you pull the connectors off as well, the whole thing should come out towards you. If you do want a step-by-step guide, I have done one of these before. Actually, it wasn't in the set as well. In fact, it's exactly the same make and model. It was my grand's. If you want a step-by-step, go and have a look at that video. If not, I'm just going to yank this out. Once I've disconnected that, it'd probably be a lot harder than you'd think. So there you go. There's a better shot of that. There you are. Look at that. Wee, shiny chopper. Lovely. And not connected to any wires yet, because I'm trying to like pull all the wiring harness, as it were, out in one. Obviously, get this off. Oh, blimey. You can tell that drum's bust inside. I'm leaving the drum because it is wafer thin stainless steel. And then I'll have a look at the steel price and see if it's actually worth trying to weigh this in. But with the amount of cement on here, I don't know what the rules and regs are. As I say, I'm between scrapyards again. Anyway, let's pull this. Figured you get a better shot this way. Don't really want to hit it out. There. So I know it's a clock hammer. I don't do it, but it's the only one I've got with us. As you can see. There you go. Now you turn the old wires off of the harness, which is just that side. There you go. Heavy. Oh no. Hung up there for a sec. And off we toddle. Off to the rest of the things that we're keeping. Oh, stay there, don't fall off. Got another one of these. Future episode, we're going to do a mass motor mayhem medley. There you are, that's some alliteration for you kids. Right, so what else we can pull? Yeah, having the one screw there would be too easy. There's another one located under there, just under the lip, and another one just under there as well. Okay, then this whole thing should go in this direction. And remember, all you want to really keep is this, the rest is plastic. There's an impeller in there if you're into that sort of thing, but I think it's just near the end of the shaft, it's not metal or anything like that. Again, we're trying desperately to keep all the harness together. It should come out as well. I still haven't used anyone for circuit boards. This is going to be a bit basic. We might pull it and have a look anyway. But the only places I can find are the ones that want to do PC kind of stuff and computer stuff, so if anyone's got a good link for that, PM me. Yeah, it pops out. There's the seal, there's the impeller, and there's what we're really after. So just disconnect her and put it with the keep pile. Woohoo! Wow, right tool for the job instead of being the biggest tool for the job. So let's see. Now it's in. I'll jam something in the spokes. Let's see if we can turn this bugger. As with the last one, the lady's not for turning. So rather than damage the tools completely, we're just going to hammer her off like before. Can't do it, tried it both ways. I haven't got an impact drill. Oh well. I'm taking a break from that, it's doing my head in. Other than doing the usual, putting an axe blade on there and hitting it with a mallet and taking it off all the way around, I can't think of a way I'm doing that at the moment. I mean, it's pretty seized on there. Anyway, let's get the cable, let's get in before our English summertime rains on us. Right, one screw, in here we go. Easiest way to get all this from the very front is to take the lid off and snip her over there. Then you've got as much wire and harness as you can. Yeah, rip the lid off, and it's only the door lock mechanism and the control panel. Yeah, on this thing, this little pump. Nice bit of rubber if you want it. Pull that off, you got all the wire and harness. I think that's it for me. I'm getting in. Not about all for 5 minutes of actual hard labour. That was the cable. And then, unless I can get that off, pretty much ready to go. All these precious things have been taken off. Got my new hood, got my new bin cover, got a lot of stuff to actually be pulling apart later on, and plus the cables from the odd bits of cable and stuff like that, and the stuff from the lower part of the fan. I'm very sick about that toaster, but what the hell, what can you do? Anyway, from me to you, goodbye.